Hello everybody and welcome to Midland. We're starting off at Centre Point Shopping Centre, or car park anyway, directly opposite the Midland train station, the infamous Midland train station. Looks a lot different to what I remember. Oh, that big parking complex right in front of us. Never used to be there, and it's not been that long since I've been here, but big changes have been happening obviously in Perth with all the transport. So Midland has not been left behind. I'm going to try and go in this general direction as much as we possibly can, purely because it's 5 o'clock in the evening or afternoon and it's incredibly sunny. Painted myself into a corner here. All right. No, we're not going to go that way, but that's the Midland train station. We'll try and get in there at some point, maybe on the way back. But at the moment, I'm just kind of figuring out where to start the journey and find a pathway, because we won't be going on the road. So that's Centre Point Station, Centre Point Shopping Centre. Angry people. Look at the stare. What a start. Yeah. Well, come to Midland and we're going to find out what sort of people we're dealing with here. Off to a great start. Already some road rage and abuse. Alright. So not really much of a plan. Like I said, we're just going to try and keep going in this direction, because when we turn around and go the other way, the sun is going to be blasting us right in the face. And remember from the last video, the sun was quite painful. So we're going to try and avoid that as much as we can today, until we absolutely have to, and by then hopefully it comes down a bit. Won't be so bad. So Midland Station is open and has been open for some time. Unlike most, more road rage going on. Unlike most of Perth's railway, which has been closed, especially the Armadale line's been closed for a long time. 18 months now. I'm going to go now because it's crazy waiting for all this traffic. But Midland is up and roaring. As a result, I don't think much has changed in the way of how it's perceived. So, we're just going to check it out at 5 o'clock in the afternoon or evening on a Friday. What's it like? Yeah. Thank you. Right, so no road rage there. I was ready to stop, and he's way beyond. So good start for the people of Midland. After we've already seen a bit of road rage, I'll definitely be coming into these exits and entrances a little bit slower, just because I'm not sure if people are going to be pulling out in front of me. We're heading towards Midland Gate Shopping Centre now. Hopefully I'm on the right track. I believe I am. Oy. I believe that, yeah, that's the Midland Gate Shopping Centre on my left. So we'll take a left here. Yeah, that's it. We're going to try and figure a way. So that's what I'm talking about. That sun that we don't want to go directly into. So we're only going to go over this side, just so we can cross the road and not have to look directly into that sun, and head over to the Midland Gate Shopping Centre. It's just on the opposite side of us over there. I imagine there will be quite a bit of traffic just because it is 5 o'clock in the afternoon, so work's finished. So there'll be a bit of traffic to navigate while we're trying to get across roads, but ideally from the rest of the trip we'll just be taking mostly pathways on the side of the road, so it should be alright. Okie dokie. We're going around the back. We'll see what it's like down here. I don't even know where down here really is. There's a nice new mural as well on one of these walls of the shopping centre we're going to find. It's a happy bloke. So we'll definitely be looking for that as well. Some nice bars and restaurants along here actually. Oh, mini golf over there. That's cool. Mini golf. That's very cool. Do love a bit of mini golf, me and the wife. Indicate, mate, where are you going? Yep, that's what I thought. You're right. Don't know if you got that or not, but I could kind of tell that he was gonna turn. Seemed like he wasn't too sure, so I'm glad I waited. But then he apologised that he made a mistake, so that's good. Two for three so far. So this is the back of the Midland Gate Shopping Centre. Again, I'm going to take it slowly around some of these entrances and exits just in case cars come flying out. Like I said, I'm actually wearing my meta glasses today as well, so if I see something that the camera won't, which we already have had that, where the road rage at the very start, I'll turn the camera on my glasses and we'll patch that into the video. Obviously I didn't do that in that scenario because I didn't expect it to happen so quick and early, so I was not prepared. But we'll make sure we're ready for the next one. I don't have a lot of facts for you about Midland. I'll put up what I have on the screen that I found, obviously. Righto, that's weird. But one thing that Midland is notorious for is Mad Dog. Those of you who have not heard of Mad Dog or seen him, do yourself a favour, look him up on YouTube. There's a few interesting stories about Mad Dog. One of them being that you are actually not allowed to call him Mad Dog anymore. And that's purely because of if you If you stop the video now and go check out the videos I'm talking about, you'll see exactly why. It's basically, well, definitely is, because it's now considered harassment of Adrian, the bloke behind Mad Dog, who's now a staple of Midland, formerly from East Vic Park, I believe, or Vic Park, from 30 years back. But he's very, very well known around here. I actually ran into him by accident one day. People say he's a nice bloke, and maybe he is. It was quite rude the day I met him. I didn't actually say hello to him or anything, but came up behind me at the Woolworths here at this shopping centre, basically demanding everyone get out of his way. I don't know if he thinks he's a celebrity. I don't think so, honestly. I don't think he wants any part of it, which is why I said that it's kind of illegal. Well, it is illegal now. Call him Mad Dog. It's considered harassment. So I don't think he's really interested in the fame or anything of it. Yeah, I think it's just kind of the bloke he is at the moment. Just wants to get in, get out, do his thing on his push bike without being hassled as much as he can. But it was an interesting little meeting I had with him. That was weird. I actually thought he was waving at me to go. Glad I didn't go. I'm gonna go down here. No idea what's down here. Trucks only, so probably gonna be absolutely nothing. I'll end up turning around, going back the other way, but kind of hoping that it's a way to get through the other side. Yeah, that's a good choice. Perfect. So we're still in the Midland Gate shopping centre area. In the parking. I'm going to not go down, but I'm going to go into the parking a bit further. Still trying to find this mural that we're looking for. I don't know where it is exactly. I believe it's just on a random wall on the shopping centre somewhere. It's pretty new. It's only been up for a few weeks. I couldn't tell you where it is exactly, so we're all on a venture to find it. Characters. There will be characters around here as well, plenty of them. Yeah, not really well kept, is it? Kept neat, tidy. Oh, it's just random entrance or stoppage. So I don't know where this mural is. I think we've been just about around the entire thing. I've yet to see it. So I have no idea where it is now. Might have to look it up. Might even not even be at the shopping centre. I mentioned Mad Dog when I saw him. I actually came back this way in the car and I was leaving, and he come flying past here on his pushy, staring directly at me. I actually had my phone in my hand. I just filmed him by accident. Well, I say it by accident. I had the phone in my hand. I was trying to just bring up the, I think I was actually trying to call the missus, let her know that I just seen Mad Dog out in the wild. And there he goes, flying past me on his bike, right back there. And he's just staring at me the whole time because I had the phone up, and he clearly thought I was filming him. So I thought, oh well, he thinks I'm filming, I might as well start filming. So I got a real short snippet of him riding past me. All right, now this was my guess, and here it is. All right, we found the mural. And it is in a bit of a random spot, just because it's not viewable anywhere unless you come down this little entranceway into the shopping centre. So we'll turn around and get a good look at it. All right, check it out. Super cool. That looks incredibly realistic as well. Not only a great painting of the great Michael Walters, formerly of Fremantle Dockers, now retired a few weeks ago. So yeah, what a mural, what a painting. Super realistic artwork. Fortunately, the sunshine on the older painting. That's like from his original 2009 season. It's a little bit, doesn't look great because of the sunshine directly on it, unfortunately. But on the right there, that's from, well, last year. Could be any time, but he's done that M sign quite a lot when he kicked goals. And that simply is a nod to Midland and Maida Vale from where he's from. So he's from this area. It's a very famous street. If you're a footy fan, very famous street in Midland that's produced the most AFL players ever. I don't know what the street is. I might look it up and try and find it. We'll see. But Nick Nat Nui from West Coast Eagles, also from that street, and Chris Yarran, ex-Richmond Tiger and Carlton Blue, along with, of course, Michael Walters, are all from that street, all friends as well. So, pretty crazy to think 3 quality AFL players, 2 Hall of Famers definitely, have come from one street in Midland. Crazy. Alright, so that's Midland Gate shopping zone. A few characters definitely around the area. But being it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon, it's definitely closing. So we might see a little bit more earlier on in the day. But today's been so gloomy and overcast that I felt like the video quality would not be very good. So you want to come out too early? Another bloke going off. And his missus, I assume. I've got to remember I can use my voice to record video as well. So even if I can't take my hands off the handlebars, press the button, I can tell Meta to start recording, and I will. Let's go check it out up this way a bit. Won't worry about them too much. Last we want to see on here is domestic violence. Another thing from my last video, you know, people make comments and great, that's what I want. I want engagement, because more comments we get, and annoying as it is, that's how it gets pushed to more people on the algorithm. So if I don't get comments, it just doesn't get shown. And also, another thing is the titles that you give some of these videos. And some people are like, ridiculous. You put dangerous in the title, referring to Armidale. It's not dangerous, blah, 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 blah. And look, on the videos I've done, I've proven that, I've showed that it's not dangerous. But the unfortunate reality of YouTube is that for some reason, people just don't watch a lot of the videos unless it says dangerous or whatever, something that's catching in the title, and it seems to just be pushed out in the algorithm to more people. So some of the videos I've done, which have taken crazy amounts of production, a lot of editing efforts, and the video, just videoing the efforts, just don't get viewed. And it's simply because of the algorithm. So my Sydney video, when we went to Sydney, I did a 360 video of that. The editing was so difficult, it took me a long time, it was very hard. I thought the video turned out pretty good, but it didn't get any views. And one, because there's no comments on it. Two, because of the title. It's just not catchy enough. And it's annoying, and it's frustrating, because I'd like more people to be able to see that video, because I think it's better than most of the videos I've done. But unfortunately it just doesn't get seen because of the algorithm and what it gets named. So yeah, that's why I have to sometimes put that on the title, and you'll notice most of the larger streaming videos or creators, they'll have something in the title which is clickbait, or the thumbnail especially is just pure clickbait, and that's just to get the algorithm on their side and get people watching and viewing the video. So I get it. I'm also one of those people like, clickbait titles, clickbait headlines, etc. annoying. But just the reality, the sad fact of it is that that's the way the YouTube algorithm works. So please don't get upset with me or angry with me if I do that. But feel free to comment as much as you like, because that actually helps. Even if it's a negative comment, it doesn't matter. So keep it going. So we're heading down. This is Great East. No, it's not Great Eastern Highway, is it? Is it Great Eastern? Yeah, I think it's Great Eastern Highway. It just turns off this way for some reason. Yeah, so look, that was another reason why I was like, I had to be careful, because she never looked right at all. Not once did she look right. If there was someone walking there, she may have seen them because they're going slow, but like myself or someone on a push bike just come along, she's not looked at all, and I could have gone straight into her. And so that's why I have to be careful, and everyone else should be careful on the streets when coming to entrances and exits. Yeah, you just can't trust people. Also, make sure to tell me what videos you want to see, where you want me to go, what sort of content you would like to see. And would you like me to move the camera off the handlebars onto my chest? It makes a bit of difference when you can see the scooter itself. Makes it feel like you're actually with me rather than just on the random stick, which you can't really tell your arm on a scooter, but you can't see it. So let me know if that's what you would rather me do. Just like I said, drop a comment, let me know exactly what you want to see or how you want me to do it, because I would love to do things that you guys want to see. That's it really. We're going to take a left. This is where we start going off the beaten track a bit. Obviously that was Great Eastern Highway, and this gets into the more suburb or suburban areas of Midland. Start seeing a bit more of what Midland's about. Of course, in a moment we'll be heading back in towards the sun as well, so hopefully it doesn't destroy the camera and you can see all right. Either way, I'll notice it when I'm editing, and I'll do some editing if I need to protect your eyeballs, protect the camera as well. It's pretty quiet. Like, this is just one street, like I say, one street off the main road in Midland to the shopping centre especially, and there's just no cars around at all. Oh, someone's cooking a nice curry for dinner though. There's a skate park over there. What is this? on something. I missed the turn. That's all right. We'll get up. Okay. Not sure exactly where we are, what the street is, but we'll head this way. And again, apologies if the sun prevents your viewing pleasure. But we're trying to get as much in as we can before the sun goes completely down and it gets dark and you can't see anything. I mean, the video, the camera still works fine at night time. Just becomes a little bit shaky because that digital stabilization just doesn't quite work as well. That's another reason I want to put the camera on the chest as well. This keeps it more steady. I'm gonna go this way, just because there's a street here, there's a cross, and we go even further into the suburbs of Midland. Oh. Might even look up that street that I was talking about in a minute. Matter of fact, I'm going to do that now. So I will cut the video, so you won't see much. I'm going to cut the video here, and I'll be back to you in a minute. All right. So I mentioned before that Michael did the M and he kicked goals, and that was representing Midland and Mid Vale. Now the street that we are going to, that we've been talking about this whole time, that he's from and the other players are from, is Bushby Street, and that's actually in Mid Vale. So we are 4 minutes from there right now, 1 kilometre away. So we're about to head that way right now. And we'll be there very shortly. Yeah. We're not far away at all. It's crazy that talking about Mid Vale being a different suburb, but it's less than 1 kilometre from the shopping centre. So it's pretty weird how that works. It's just down here. We are, 900 metres away. Now we have to cross back over where we just came from. It's kind of funny. We just literally just came from there. We're heading directly back at the shopping centre, so that's how close we actually were to Midland Gate shopping centre, so it makes sense. A lot of people also say they watch these videos as a little bit of a relaxation thing, so I try not to talk as much as I can, but yeah, I'll talk a fair bit obviously because people want to know about the place, but I'm trying not to talk too much or yell too much, be too disruptive. So if you do want to relax, you can. Police doing their rounds. I feel like the camera keeps moving, so I just have to keep pushing it down a little bit. We actually just did a big loop. So where we just came from, yeah, we've just done a big loop. Yeah. So we're that close, and we were that close the entire time. We've done a big loop. We're nearly there. We're one street away from Bushby Street. I'd say the most famous street in regards to AFL players in the AFL system. This is it right here. On the right, both sides, right and left, is Bushby Street. We'll go up both sides of it. I don't know exactly where Michael, Nick Nat and Chris Yarran lived on this street, but this is the street. Angry puppy. And it's directly adjacent to Great Eastern Highway. So yeah, right where we just came from is Bushby Street. So there you go. I didn't know that. So hopefully there's a few others out there like me who didn't know that. But you come from Great Eastern Highway and you turn directly on Bushby Street and here you are. I'm going to pause the video again just so I can see if it tells me where the players were on Bushby Street. Alrighty, so the answer is it's not publicly available. Possible reasons for that is the family still live there. Now obviously Nick Nat and Michael Walters' family definitely don't live in those, well sorry, Michael and Nick Nat themselves don't live in those houses anymore, but it's still very possible that their family members live there, so that's fair enough. That's why it's not publicly available. So yeah, but anyway, this is the street. One of the most famous streets in AFL players, where 3 AFL players actually came from or raised. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy indeed. Street does go down the other side of this roundabout, so we'll go to the end of it. It's not a real long street, but so this is the second half of Bushby Street. And like I say, it's pretty quiet, so there's a very good chance that some of the boys were out here kicking the footy just in the middle of the street back in the day. So it would have been probably quiet enough that they could. So that's where it would have honed their skills. And obviously there's an oval across there as well that may or may not have been there. So they would have gone over there as well and done a bit of kicking over there too. So there you go. That's Bushby Street for anybody who ever wanted to see it. Find out where Chris Yarran, Michael Walters and Nick Nat were raised. And those who don't know who Nick Nat is, Nick Nat Nui. Nicholas Nat Nui, formerly from West Coast Eagles. Right, so the sun's coming down a bit more, so it's definitely going to start hitting us in the face. Well, it's kind of there now, but it won't be too bad, and before we know it, it'll be gone. So so because I got my glasses on, my mum's just messaged me and asking me to get her and my dad strawberry sundae each because they're very sick. So I will do that for them in a moment. So I'm broken down, not ideal. Obviously the main streets, Great Eastern Highway and even this one, I'm not certain exactly what the street is, are very busy. But all the smaller streets, off-roads, side streets, etc., they are pretty quiet for a Friday evening. The sun does go down pretty quickly at the moment. But luckily it's starting to stay up a little longer, so otherwise it would be down about now in the last few months. But if you're in Sydney, the sun would have been down an hour ago. When we were there in May, the sun was down at 4:30. It was very weird. So I do like the fact that we don't have to deal with that here in Perth. The sun very rarely goes down before 6 p.m. in Perth. It's huge. So we are going directly into that sun. I apologise. Push the camera down. Hopefully it won't be so bad, but going into it for a little bit before we take a turn and go away from the sun. So head back to the more bustling areas, the Midland. One thing I will say is there's not too many nice streets around here. I don't see very many real nice houses, like a lot of old ones, which is fine, you know, there can be a lot of very nice old houses, but the streets of Midland aren't particularly amazing. I wouldn't say I've turned down anything and gone, wow, that's a beautiful street. Oh, there probably is in certain areas, but it's not in the areas that we are. Idiot. Gave me a look as though I'd done something wrong. I literally stopped for the twat. Idiot. It's the back of the mini golf that we seen when we first got to Midland. A lot of people there, a lot of kids there. Very cool. Oh my God, there's a zebra car over there. I don't know if you've seen it. Let's go and have a look. Why not? Kind of funny. Ugh. I hit a pothole just as I turned to stop. It's maybe fall off the scooter directly on my feet, so I probably looked like I was just jumping off the scooter, but in actuality I just fell off. So, what's that, Buzz Lightyear? Falling with style. Check this out. Midland personified right here. It is a Mitsubishi VRX 300. It's zebra. Hilarious. Oh, so I feel like I'm definitely in the older section of Midland. It's pretty quiet, very quiet. Definitely older. There's some pretty old houses. There's some 80s, 90s block of apartments right next to, again, old houses. So it's a thing where they try and modernise these older areas. Takes away the charm of the older areas, the charm of the suburban area. starts getting too modern, too new, cookie cutter, boring. I mean, they're nice to live in and all, but yeah, you want to keep some sort of character to the area as well. Well, there's definitely a older kind of feel down this way. We're going to chuck a left and head back where we were. Essentially seen the majority of Midland central area now anyway. As it starts to get a bit darker, no doubt the camera starts shaking a bit more. A few less road rage incidents. I can't believe that as we come in to Midland, we immediately run into a road rage. Honestly, not even sure what they were road raging about. I think the bloke in the car yelling at the Sheila was just not happy that she was driving too slow and didn't go through the lights. Like, so sorry. Some people just like to be safe. Oh, I've done a bit of a loop. Yeah, done a big loop. Turn around. I wonder if I can just get... Oh, I honestly don't know. I don't know where I'm going, but let's turn around here. Go back the other way. Oh, if you just chuck it right where we just came from, that's Great Northern Highway. That'll take you all the way to Geraldton and Meekatharra. Meekatharra of Kevin Bloody Wilson fame. I'm gonna go this way, why not? Yeah. Definitely running out of light, so we're definitely going to start coming to a close of Midland, but we'll see a little bit more. A little bit more as we head back to the car. Just a street off the main strip of Midland. See what that's like. There's a pretty old, dilapidated kind of feel to it. Doesn't feel particularly modern or well upkept. So, we'll see. I'm sure eventually there'll be major changes and developments. But at the moment you can tell they're just doing very small things as they go. Kind of contradicts what I said earlier about keeping things the character, but oh, thank you. Woo! I accidentally did a bit of a wheelie there. Looked to my right and the car was waving me on, but I'd already put my left foot down, so I took off a little bit quicker than I would have liked, and the front of this wheel come up. I had to balance it. Would have looked like a fool. Look at this idiot doing a wheelie. Pure accident. I managed to do it pretty smoothly. Yeah, like I say, you see like a big modern complex just there, a big modern building. Looks like units or apartments being built in between all these older houses, and you have to wonder how long it'll be until these older houses are just gone. It's completely taken over by all the modern buildings with no character. But change is necessary sometimes. Especially some of these older houses and buildings. They really do look like they need some help. We're on their last legs. Rocky. I don't really know where I am, but I've made our way back to Great Eastern Highway, so no harm in, or no issue with getting lost or anything like that. No problems finding our way out. Let's just head down this little street. Why not? This feels like a bit of an older street. It's clean and clear. Police are over there, and they've just seen me go on the roads. It's probably not the best thing. Hopefully not too interested. Look at all these seagulls. They're seagulls. They're galahs. White-breasted galahs. Oh, crazy. Look at them. A lot of them. Definitely a bit of character down this way. Birds are cool. All right, I'm gonna head back down Great Eastern Highway towards the car, towards the Midland Gate train station, or Midland train station rather. See what it's like over there at the moment. See if it's busy. See how many people are coming back from work. That's Woodbridge train station directly opposite. There's a bike trail over there. We might getting over that side, go along the bike path. So we'll see if we can get over there. A lot of traffic here. Might not be that easy. Yeah, easy as. Yeah, so this is a shared pathway, bike and walking. Let's go and check out the other side of the railway line. While we're here, let's go check it out. I feel like this definitely looks like a more old side of Midland. Untouched, almost. But it actually looks tidy. I was saying before about being upkept, neat. This kind of looks like that side. So we'll have just a quick burn around before we lose all the light. Just to see what it's like on this side. Oi! No pathway, we're right going in here. So this is Woodbridge Primary School. Yeah, definitely a lot more character over this side. Older untouched houses. And some finally, I think, decent looking street. Street with a bit of character. Yeah, there's a bit of character down there. It's nice. These houses look actually really nice, actually. So there you go. I think we found the area of Midland that's, you know, it's over the other side of the railway line, so it's really not far away. It's still in Midland. But it's far nicer over this side, far more quiet. I mean, like I said, over there it was quiet. The streets were quiet, but there were two main roads attached to it. They were very busy. Whereas this feels far quieter, more relaxed area. 100%. Yeah. No idea what's down here. Do I go down there? Yes, I do, because if I didn't, I'd probably regret it, but let's hope I don't regret going down here. May not be anything. Nah, there's nothing down here, it's all right. The annoying thing is we now have to go back up that hill. So I'm not sure exactly what that is, but oh wow, look at these houses. Okay, so we found the area, definitely, that we were talking about earlier. Oh, that's a nice house. Nice house, nice entranceway to it. And what an area, like quiet, bushy, green, trees, very nice. Yeah, this is a spot that you wouldn't mind living in, I think. Still Midland, but decent side of it. It feels like a completely different suburb. I know it's, you'd probably call this Woodbridge. It's definitely a part of Midland. And if you're gonna live anywhere close to Midland, you'd be living over here. This is very nice. Yeah, this is great. Look at this street coming up. These are definitely more modernised houses over here, but still look stunning. This just does not look like the area we just came from at all, does it? Completely different. Let's go and have a look down here. What a street. What a street, lad. These houses are stunning. Wow. Beautiful. Oh, look at this. What is that? Wow. Well, I'm glad I found this area. It's beautiful. Let's go up here. Wowzers. Okay, where are we? Let's find out. There's turtles. Those of you who don't know me, well, those probably do. No, I've got turtles. I don't know what I just said then, but those of you who don't know me would not know that I have turtles. There you go. I have a turtle. My name is Turtle. So I'm a big turtle lover. So I just turned on the camera. You're looking at the meta glasses now. What an area. How beautiful is this? That over there that we're looking at now at the moment, that is an old train line. Because if you look to the left here, look at that. That's an old train line right there. That is crazy. The trains obviously come over this little lake. I don't know how long ago, but obviously a while ago, but how stunning. Beautiful. All right. Wow, what an area we found. I'll go this way just not to annoy people walking their dog. And go around here. On this walkway. Oh, look at that guy. What was he? Bandicoot? I don't even know. Where did Lee come from? Oh, wow. This is not what I expected to see when I come to Midland. Wowzers. And yeah, we're still in Midland, just over there on the other side of this lake. This is the train station, you can hear it. Midland Gate train station over there. I keep saying Midland Gate train station, it's just Midland train station. It's right over there, right where that train's stopping now. And what a stunning area we've just come up on. train line, the old train line. And look at these houses. Wow-wee. Crikey. Now this is where you'd want to live. Oh my God. This has really surprised me. I did not expect to see any of this at all. Ah, good. So they're definitely building up over this side, that's for sure. Shame if you live on the other side. One day. So there's the train station just there. So we need to do a quick run through this way, just in case we've missed some pretty crazy stuff. Like we just popped up in this area and found a beautiful area that I did not expect to see. But I feel like we could see some more crazy stuff over this side. We just go a little bit further inwards, if we can. This does continue around. Very interesting, this is. Right in people's front doors. Wow. How cool would it be to live here? Walk out your front door. Walk out your front door here, and that's your view. Amazing. Wow. Well, these people have got it made. Done well. Ah, cool. Oh. And over here, another very famous area, these buildings over here are used for a lot of photography. Most of them are abandoned now, they're not used. A lot of graffiti, etc., all through them. People use them, and I don't think they're allowed in there generally. Maybe able to get permits to go in there, etc., but not generally supposed to be in there. But people will go in there and take some great photography. So this is definitely an old area. This is where the old train station, etc., would have been, the old part of Midland. Yeah, it looks like they're building some more stuff, so they're going to start building this area back up again. But let's hope they don't get rid of these buildings, because these buildings are very cool. Sorry. Yeah, the buildings are very cool. I don't know, it looks like they may be used for some things. There's cars around here and people walking around. So they must be used. Locomotive and rail car sections. Yeah. Well, don't know if there'll be anything in there now, but how cool. This looks stunning. You can tell those speed signs are very old. Ooh. The lights are on inside there, so looks like they're using that building for something. Can't tell what. Let's have a look down this open doorway. See what's in there. As cool as it'd be to go in there, no doubt there's cameras and things. Just very curious what is in there. Door alarmed. Do not obstruct. Looks like you can actually go in there because it says there's a chemist. That's really cool. I feel like you can actually go through there, which is pretty cool. So we have 8.4 kilometres left on the scooter. So we can see a little bit more on this older side, Midland. It's a very stunning area. There's a WA police building over there. That's definitely new. They definitely had an old building when I used to come down here in Midland. I actually used to work in Midland. Yeah, so that's the Midland Surgical Services. So they're still using these old buildings for stuff. There's actually a hospital. That's a hospital on the other side, on the right of us. Well, there you go. Glad we came down here. See some of the area, which formerly dilapidated and not being used. It's like they're starting to bring back some of the old buildings now, which is very cool. Yeah, super cool. All right, we're gonna head back towards the train station now. Back to the car. We'll have a look and see if I can even go around the train station. I don't even know what it looks like anymore. This is Railway Square. There you go. So very old area, very cool. Definitely somewhere that you can bring the kids for a bit of a history lesson. Very old building, this one. Mechanical engineer's office. Wow, that's a big building for an office. Mechanical engineer's office, the chief mechanical engineer. And that's a new version of an old building. Definitely building up the train station quite a lot, so it doesn't look like we can go in there. It doesn't look like there's any entrance to it. That's all right. Railway Institute and Technical School. That's cool. Cross over here, I think. Yeah, so there is no train station, really isn't accessible. The new part of it anyway, for any of us. So I do wonder how everyone's getting to this train. So we'll see if we can find out, and we'll go around. Unless they're still using, we might still be using the old platforms actually. Yeah, I think they are using the old platform. Until the new one is completed. So we go, there's an old line there. That would have gone, I don't know, as I say, that would have gone over that river, or that lake that we were going across, but that's that lake on the left of us now. Looks like we're gonna have to go around a fair bit to get across, to get back to the car. Well, we're not that far away. No, we're not that far away. We'll go around the back here. See what's around the back. Nothing, just the back of everyone's houses. Someone's cooking sausages. It's definitely that time of night. You start smelling all the food out of everyone's houses. It smells good, makes me hungry. I want some. There's a plane going over. It's very cool. Quite low. The train station, that's the airport not far from here. So it's making its descent into the airport. All right, so that was that little other side of Midland that we almost didn't go down, and would have been a massive shame if we didn't. I'm glad we did. So we're about to see a train. Come past, there it is. Yep, you're allowed, thank you. That's heading to Perth. Alrighty. So that's pretty much want to do it for the video today. So we head back towards the car. We're not far from it now. Please remember to drop a like, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you tell your friends to subscribe to the channel as well. See if we can get more people watching, so we can go to more places, do some more cool things. And drop a comment, like I said, more comments the better. Tell me what you liked about the video, what you liked about Midland, if anything, and where you would like me to go next, what you would like to see, etc. Yeah, just keep engaging, because I do like to respond to all comments, and I enjoy seeing them all, and especially the followers that have been pretty much following every video I've been doing, and they make a comment every single time I do one. I really do appreciate all of you. I'll continue making videos and going to different places while you keep watching and leaving a comment, so appreciate you all. We're nearly back to the car now. We will run through here real quick, just so you can see what the station is currently like while they're building it all up. It's just a big parking structure. But you can imagine that it's going to make the train station far more safe, I think, having this all new area built up. Definitely hasn't felt safe in the past. It's been a part of movies as well. If you've seen any movies with Midland train station or Midland train line, let me know. That's the gist of it. That is Midland. Saw the buses here. And the car is over there. Cool weather. Mate, I'm doing fucking 3 kilometers an hour. Huh? You are? No riding a scooter?
Yes, conditions of entry, PTA property, sir.
Yeah, righto. I'm doing 5 kilometers an hour, man. That's slower than a walker.
It's okay, man. Because if I miss you, then that guy will tell you the same thing.
That's cool.
Alright?
No, just checking the area out. I'm not doing any harm. Stupid. Big bad scooter rider. So I'm doing 5 kilometers an hour through here. And you just get off your scooter. Oh, I'm so sorry. 5 kilometers an hour. Whatever, mate. What are you gonna do about me over here? Nothing.
Anyway, he wasn't too bad. He was fine. Anyway, we'll see you next time on the next adventure. Take it easy, have a good one, goodbye, and good night.